Big news is on the way. 2 brand new sales shows and 2 classic shows are returning to the experience this week. Sign up for our mailing list to learn more.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. How are you? It is Saturday night, so that makes it all right for Comic Collectibles with Nick and the cool man, John.
I like Kyle's opening. What does Kyle do? He's like, "Hi, the internet. This is Kyle." So,
hi, internet. This is Kyle.
This is Kyle.
We're not cool enough to do that like Kyle is.
No, I can't pull that off.
That's a very, very.
So
that's a unique.
Hey, no.
That's a unique set of skills.
He's probably trademarked that too. I know I would have.
I would have too if I had a brain, right?
If he said that, you'd have probably owed him like $8 or whatever.
And 58 cents. So, everybody, welcome. This is the second to last Saturday show. We are doing a show today, and we are doing a show next Saturday, July 17th. But we are not ending the shows. We are moving to Mondays at 6 o'clock. So we've been asked to do it during the week if we can. He has trademarked What's Up the Internet.
Yes, he has. If I was him too.
So we are moving to Mondays at 6 p.m. And we will start this Monday, July 12th. So we'll be on the air. Time for my weekly harassment of Nick. Dan, where were you yesterday? You missed an entire hour of opportunity.
You had your shot.
Right? So let's see. We are on the air today. Yes, you can see that. We'll be on the air on Monday, July 12th. We'll be on the air Saturday, July 17th. And we will be on the air Monday, July 19th. And then every Monday thereafter. So our shows will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You think people like us that much?
No.
They like the comics.
They like the comics, not us.
I'm buying them in spite of them, not because of them.
Why do you think you and Rex do the Wednesday shows? Because there's only so much of Nick people want. So, by the way, we are having a little bit of a theme. Let me just show the theme real quick. What? Christmas in July. So we've got our Charlie Brown Christmas tree. We have our snow globe. Rudolph, who says yes to almost every extra discount. I have to have a conversation with him. He should not be saying yes to almost every extra discount. But you know what? Here's the thing. No matter how much of a discount I give, Dan Barry will never spend any money. He just comes on to harass. And that's all he does. Let's start. Nikki, I do sometimes. You know what you got to do? You got to give me your email address. So since you are so ready to PM me already, send me your email address and we will take care of it.
Speaking of discounts, I got a letter here from a Dynamite letterhead from your CPA. Tonight, there will be no Perfect 10 read. There'll be no $10 sales because you have bills to pay and they're wondering how you're going to pay them when you're giving away $50, $60, $70, $80 books for a 10 spot. There's only so many they're going to let me take for 10.
That's right. It wouldn't be so bad if John wasn't buying them.
Just give them the book and stop it. We got money to make.
Yeah, right?
No, tonight we have, I think...
maybe we'll get Dan to spend some money. You know what? I'm going to go get some books real quick. I want to show some sellouts from last night. Okay. So,
Dan, get your credit card ready.
Dan,
as they used to say.
Yeah, exactly. Andrew, I love the $10 deals. Nick is the man. Hey, Andrew, how are you, sir? We do our best, but we really, really were asked to take a break from it because we were doing a lot of expensive books. We did it every week,
and sometimes we did it twice in a show.
Yeah. So last week you did it with Owl 2, 3, and 4 to match the number ones.
I told Rex at some point that was.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get these Star Wars books.
I love my guy Rex, but unfortunately, I love to do discounts. We kind of all get that from Nick. Rex is supposed to be the grown-up to say, no, we can't give away that stuff. And then it winds up going out the door $10 anyway. I mean, people picked up 4 issues of The Owl, Virgin covers by Alex Ross. And we're talking $300-$400 range. And I think people got those for, if you bought all 4,
$40.
You got it for $40.
Yeah, we wanted to keep it consistent.
And that's when the letters started, because the cease letters started coming.
I wouldn't call it the cease letter. I would call it more along the lines of
the WTF letter.
Exactly. Nick, what are you thinking? We have bills to pay.
Okay.
So I want to show, speaking of which, I want to show what we had last night that Ronald jumped on right away. He was the man. He jumped on 2, made it 3, and then boom, made it 4. Did not do a clean sweep. Was surprised. Obviously, he can only do what he can do, but I was surprised he did not do a clean sweep.
Ronald's going to get a broom. We'll get a broom, and you can do like the clean sweep.
Yeah, right. So last night we have 10. The only perfect 10 we had were 10 Star Wars remarks, 5 of which we showed last night. As soon as we showed them, these are $89.99, and we were going to do $77. But then I asked Rudolph, it's been 44 years since Star Wars happened. Do you think we should go to $44 on Star Wars? And he said yes. What does that say, John?
The letter is a very thinly veiled threat.
There was nothing thinly veiled about it.
It was stop doing that.
So Rudolph, see, I get even with the CPA.
Oh,
I can't do it on the $10 books. We got to do it elsewhere.
Oh.
So Rudolph said yes. So we went from $77 to $44 for the child and for Princess Leia. And then I said to Ronald, oops, wrong one. Ronald, still wrong one. How do I get the wrong one twice? Watch. I said, Ronald, all right, if anybody wants to mess with Ronald can have Jabba the Hutt for $33 to go for $77. Or somebody else could get it for $44 and block Ronald from getting it. Ronald jump on that. And then at the end of the show, my man Ronald ended up buying Darth Maul remark by Ken Hazer. So we had a great sale with Ken Hazer last night. You know what else is not thin, Nick? What, Dan? My waistline. My waistline. So
the camera adds 10 pounds. Now
I've got multiple cameras.
Cameras on us. So.
Let's show a few things that we got. Let's show the Elvira Spectral board.
Oh man, this is one of these things. If the CPA wasn't watching, that would disappear. This is awesome.
We have a Elvira Spectral board. This is such a cool Spectral board. You're checking out the outside of the box.
Was this a Kickstarter thing? Am I remembering that right? It was like a Kickstarter.
It was added to a Kickstarter. Check it out. So this will be on the air tonight. We have a really cool premium edition and a deluxe premium edition. And speaking of Elvira, we will have 2 signed Elvira comics, both signed by Cassandra. Very, very limited quantities. All right. We really got to get a GoPro on our camera phone to make this easier.
I'm going to do it like this. Hi, I'm here with Nick.
Exactly. We will also have, this is the only Star Wars from last night that Ronald did not buy. Did not buy the guard.
Nobody likes the guard. I get it. Like, the toy is popular. It's always the toy you'd find left at the playground.
One day.
Nobody left Luke, you know.
And then, check it out. Since I can't read and show them at the same time, I'll let John.
Ahsoka Tano and Lord Vader, Chewie and C-3PO, Greedo,
and in case you're curious,
Boba Fett.
They seem to go together. I mean, look, we really need Han, but those two seem to go together. So these will be available tonight. MSRP $89.99. Normal discount that we would do just for fun will be $77. But maybe Rudolph will tell me to do it at a better price.
I need you to tell Ken to do a Han remark, and his shirt says I shot first.
I might be able to do that. You know what? Can you remind me after the show?
I shot first.
That would be one of our best sellers.
Yeah, I can see that being, and that won't be $10. I'm letting you know right now. That will not be $10.
Are you saying that you want me to do it at $9.99?
$9.99.
No, that won't
Kyle
be $9.99.
changing stuff by the keyboard.
We've got Champions with Miles Morales remark from Spider-Verse. We have Multiversity. I love this with Captain Carrot.
That's cool. It had been a long time since anyone had done anything with Captain Carrot when Multiversity came
Batman,
along.
Death in the Family, Pete Tomasi, Thor #6, second print, TGC graded 9.8.
And this is the usual suspects with this too: Nick Klein, Donnie Cates.
Yep.
If I remember
I
correctly,
love the wraparound cover.
this is the one where Thanos somehow gets a hold of Mjolnir or something.
And we have more remarks, more signed books, and we decided to bring out a few more. One of the best books on the market, Nice House on the Lake. We have #1. We are going to offer it at cover price, $4. Dan, I don't believe you because I'm not sure you have friends. So. Nice House on the Lake, sold out everywhere. Second print, we're offering it for cover price. James Tynion, one of the best writers in the industry. Cover B, the cardstock cover, we're going to do for only $10. And the 1 in 25, which is usually a $100 book, we're going to do for $50 today. Wow. So
I misspoke. There is a book for $10.
There is a book.
I'm sorry.
No, but it's a $20 book for $10. It's not a Dynamite $100 book or $75 book for $10. But this is Christmas in July, which is why we're keeping these prices. But we should start presenting everything. I don't know if Ronald's coming in. I know Wilfredo was coming in. So what do we want to
Ronald
do first?
was up last night, so it should be Wilfredo's turn tonight, right? Isn't that the way those guys work it, where it's sort of a...
yeah, they take turns. All right, let's see what he says. Dan told the truth. The co-creator of Captain Carrot, he's acquaintances with him. Not friends, acquaintances.
Will the other person admit that he knows Dan, or is it just like,
why don't you show these real quick? These are really cool.
These are nice. I can't say enough about remarks. Everybody knows every show I'm on, I talk about these. I talk about these a lot simply because this is a great opportunity for people to get original art at a price that's maybe a little bit more budget friendly. I mean, we're looking at, I think, if I'm trying to look, I think it's Zombie Spider-Man and Zombie Deadpool.
Yeah.
If I have this right. It's a James Robinson thing. You know what I mean? This is great. Marvel Zombies is one of these things that the day it came out, I was like, really? Marvel and Zombies? And then the day after that day, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then they decided to do Marvel Zombies and Age of Ultron. This kind of mashup is sort of... I don't really think you can beat this kind of mashup. I'm just want to check and see how much these are real quick.
So these are normally $89.99 each. So what we're going to do is we are going to offer them. I could have fun and say $88 for the year Deadpool came out. I think he came out in 1988. I'm probably wrong about that. He probably 1991.
It's funny because we never hear anything from the creator of Deadpool.
It was New Mutants 88.
It was New Mutants 88, I think.
It was New Mutants 88. So we could do $88, give 99 cents off. That would be Christmas for the CPA.
That would be Christmas for the CPA. That's the only guy that's happy with 99 cents off. You keep $1.
So
you have no viewers.
This is what we're going to do. I'm going to have fun and make some form of perfect 10.
Okay.
So if you want these, we will do $61 each for tonight. We only have one of each. We will do $61 each for these for this evening. But if you are one of the first people, well, would it be one of the first people?
It's
I'm going to try and do my radio voice.
It's going to one and done.
But if you're the first person to buy both before, is this more like Captain Kirk?
I was going to say it's the.
If you're the first person to buy both before anyone buys one, you can have both for the perfect 10 squared price of $100. So
I'm glad you said that, because when I got into math last week, Rex gave me a face like, dude, nobody can do math. And I'm like, all right. So now I'd be like, you're saving a third. People would be like, what? And less money.
All right, it's almost half off. It's $179.98 if I'm remembering right. So it's $179.98. You can have them for $61 each. Or if someone buys both, you can have it for $100. And it is really a great value. It is a lot of fun.
It's not only great value, but this is, I mean,
it sounds like Shatner, looks like Nick.
We've talked a little bit about Ken. There seems to be no style that Ken can't handle. We've had like Scrooge McDuck up here. We've had zombies up here. We've had Alien up here. We've had Thor.
We had Mad Magazine.
We had Mad Magazine up here, and Ken is just like, hold my beer.
Yeah,
there you go. And there's these are just too cool.
They are. I love them. I personally love them.
And if you get both for $100, I mean,
it is a good deal. It is a good deal.
It's not every day that you can get really cool original art.
And now
of
a
super
word
popular
from our sponsor.
I wish. I wish.
We wouldn't have to sell anything.
You generally don't find original art, even if you did commissions for $100, of characters as popular. I mean, last time I checked, Deadpool and Spider-Man are pretty popular.
Well, speaking of popular, let's go to Star Wars, because I have a feeling fans want this. Now, I need to ask Rudolph, these are $89.99 each. Should I do 77 again? I should. Okay. But should I do less? You know, every once in a while, it's okay for you to say no when it comes to pricing. So, is Rudolph really talking to me, or is it the voices in my head?
I just got a text that said, put the reindeer down.
All right. $44 each for the 44th anniversary. Greedo, $44.
Ahsoka Tano
for $44.
Boba Fett,
$44.
Darth Vader,
$44.
Chewie and C-3PO,
$44.
And the guard, the unloved guard,
$44.
And Greedo, who did not shoot first.
And we have a claim. Chewie sold.
Chewie, somebody want.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, it's another $44 for C-3PO.
That'd be awful. Well, here, let me cut Chewie out. I mean, that's really nice. That's just want to throw that up there 1 second. That's a great rendering of Chewie.
It is. It is. And C-3PO.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of behind them, and you know what? The way he did this is exactly where you'd expect to see 3PO. He's never in the front. If 3PO is in the front, something's gone wrong.
So even though these two do not go together, because they don't, because you can tell the gun barrel there compared to the gun barrel there. Even though these two don't go together, it would be cool if they were together. So if anyone wants these two, I will give you the Ronald special, the Cucinata special, the Wilfredo special. Well, I will do the pair for $77 instead of $44 each. Keep in mind, these are $89.99 each.
They do go together, though, because look at this.
I mean, it's a different gun, but
it's a different gun,
it's CGI redone, just like Greedo shot
I was going to say, Greedo's got a hole in him, and Boba Fett's got a hold of a gun.
Wilfredo sold for those two.
Hey, Wilfredo, what's up, bud?
What's going on, man? It's good to see you. You missed a good one last night, but you just got a good one now.
Wilfredo, these are sweet.
So we have 3 left at $44 each. Check it out. I'm having a hard time seeing sometimes. So who is it again?
That's Ahsoka Tano.
Thank you.
This character, when she appeared in The Mandalorian.
Oh, she was huge.
Yeah, I mean, she was young in Clone Wars, and then they got, I can't think of her name. to play her in.
She was in Mallrats.
Yeah.
Not Mallrats. The last.
No, she was in Clerks.
Clerks. The
2?
last Clerks. Clerks 3.
Clerks.
Where she was running the fast food place.
She's
Rose.
no.
Desario Rosen. Rosario Dawson. Rosario Dawson.
I was going to say we're so
Rosario
close.
Dawson.
Well, she has her own comic.
Hey man, no worries, Wilfredo. We know you're working. Don't worry. You just got a sweet deal. So Rosario Dawson, God, we have Darth Vader left. These are all $89.99, and this is more than 50% off. We're doing $44 each for the 44th anniversary. And let's see what Dan Barry
Somebody showed the guards some love.
Tell me the price again. $44 each, Wilfredo. These are normally $89.99. They are $44 each tonight for Star Wars' 44th anniversary.
And
so
people who watch the Clone Wars kind of know these two go together.
There you go. You gotta love the extra oomph that
Master
that our boy Ken puts in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, it's Ken's thing, right?
Yeah.
Every artist has a thing, right? Sometimes a particular character is their thing,
Yep.
or a particular scene. Like George Perez, good at everything, but
Yeah.
I think if you ask the average person, he's good at drawing 60 characters on a cover.
Exactly.
Right?
And sometimes on the page.
And on the page, this is kind of like Ken's thing. It doesn't matter what character you take, and it doesn't seem to matter if
Gamorrean Gurast. Thank you, Dan Barry.
Thank
All
you.
right.
It doesn't seem to matter with Ken where you go.
Now, keep in mind, you meant for year 2. I'm sorry, Wilfredo. You are getting the special price of $77. You are getting both of them combined. This is normally $179.98 for the pair, and we were doing $44 each. But I said if anyone bought both of them, it would be $77. So you are in at $77, my friend. And keep in mind, they all come with a certificate of authenticity and a Dynamic Forces holofoil seal. So we still, 77. What's that? George is good at wearing Hawaiian T-shirts. So these are the last 3. These are $44 each. And it would be really, really funny if we sell Darth Vader, if we sell what's that? Sweet, thank you. Nah, you're welcome, man. And if the last one is again the Gamorrean guard, that would be really funny.
He's going to be big in the next series.
Yeah, right. No, we don't know that for a fact, so we're not saying that.
I'm totally making that up.
You know, the one thing we keep talking about, we always say, please buy everything because you like it, not for investment. But the only thing I'll say is the collectibles market continues to heat up. It continues to just go crazy.
It's hard to not mention it to a certain extent. I mean, obviously, you always want people to buy what they like, right? I don't care what it is. But it's hard when someone thinks in their mind, anything. I don't care what you're buying, right? I don't care if it's a sandwich on the street. You're like, do I really want to spend X for this, right? The same thing applies here. Do I really want to spend X for this? And I'm like, well, you're getting something you want to begin with.
Right.
And its value only increases. It's not like they're 10 years down the road, these things are going to be in like dollar bins. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, look at even like we were showing, and we have to be careful because we've been selling quite a few of them. the Champions #1s, the DF covers by John Cassaday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we think we have more at the other warehouse. We're supposed to have 600 of each.
According to the math, we have -8. Have you sold too many? Or?
No, we're at +3, which is the 3 that are here, and I just don't want to put them on every show, you know.
So do you want me to text John and tell him to keep drawing? I don't know.
Yes.
Hi, Nick wants you to keep drawing.
All right. Let's go back. How close are we to commercial break? We need to pay attention. I get in trouble for not paying attention. Tell you what, let's do. I was going to say the Elvira, but let's do this instead.
Oh, this is nice. This will also give people something to ruminate a little bit over when you go to break.
I mean, what I love about this is it's got the Marvel zombies, you know? Let's see if I can show it without. Yep. Value always increases, like my 3-time signed Iron Man and Submariner that made Nick curse on camera. Dan is right. He will always remind me of that. He will always remind me of that. So this is the death of King Thor. The Black Winter has the power to reveal the means of any person's demise. And if the vision is true, Asgard is going to need a new Odinson to take the throne. But Thor is no mere herald or king, and even the death of all existence should fear his coming wrath.
I'm going to flip this in the back for a second. It's a great wraparound cover, but you've got Mjolnir with the Infinity Stones. You've got a whole ton of people.
It really is a bad glare, isn't it? Let's see if we do this, if it gets any better.
I think it might get worse.
No, actually, it's a little better.
Okay.
So go ahead, keep talking.
Oh, I was going to say you've got the entire cast, quote unquote, of Marvel Zombies. You've got them with the gauntlet on the one hand. You've got them with
it helps if I get rid of my stickies. I'm like, what's that
like
extra
three
glare?
M&Ms sitting there? This is obviously the cleanest copy I've seen of this book. This is a book that almost sells itself. Sometimes I feel like, we like to have a conversation about stuff. There's almost no conversation to be had here. This book is white hot.
Well, it's a 9.8. And here's the question I have. What are we pricing this at? John has all the prices. Nick never looks at the prices.
I have the prices. I'm sorry. Let me look here.
Isn't it on the sheet?
Yeah, but the sheet's too small. And then I'm going to wind up doing this, and I can't say it. So I'm trying to look on my phone. Actually, I think the MSRP on this is $89.99.
Okay.
Now, you being you, they've given up hope that you'll sell stuff at the MSRP. So I don't know what you...
It's under the Christmas tree. All right. It's under the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I picked this Christmas tree because even as much of a weakling as I am, I can lift this tree. So let's see. Why don't we do this? It's $89.99, but it is Thor. What if we did it for $62 for the year Thor first appeared in Journey into Mystery? At first, I was going to do $83 for Journey into Mystery, $83, but that didn't feel Christmas in July enough. So Thor is sold to Wilfredo. There you go, $62 Wilfredo.
Wilfredo, that's...
I'd say that's it.
That surprises me not at all. Wilfredo has a real eye for this kind of stuff. And when I saw that it was a 9.8, I was like, in my mind, I thought if Wilfredo joins us tonight, he'll be buying that.
You know what I'm going to do then? We're going to have what I'll call the Wilfredo special. Since you picked up that Thor, I would have taken it for $62, but someone beat me. Sorry, Dan. It's actually Dan was finally going to spend money with us. That is insane. John doesn't believe you.
Nothing personal, Dan, but I think you open your wallet and the presidents on the money blink from the light because it just doesn't come out too often. Maybe I'm wrong.
So, Unworthy Thor #1. This is from Jason Aaron and Olivier Coipel. This is remarked by Erica Hesse. We rarely have Erica's sketches. We do have one tonight.
It's beautiful. That's just beautiful.
It is beautiful. This is a $89.99 remark, as all remarks are. Oh, Dan. Oh, man.
No.
We don't talk about that.
No, we're not reading that.
That's not nice.
No.
We are not reading that. Unless you're on YouTube, you can't see that. All right. So, Unworthy Thor.
People go to YouTube. What did he say?
Yeah, right. Unworthy Thor. So this is going to be the Wilfredo special. So what I'm going to do here is I was going to do this at $83 for Journey into Mystery 83. But 1962 would make it, how old am I? I'm 52. We're going to do $59 for 59 years since Thor came out in 1962. Okay. So $89.99 was going to be $83. Christmas in July, and for Christmas in July, we're going to do $59. So this is the best price
it's like a
we
third
can
off
do on this. Yeah. Yeah.
For people
It's a little
who
bit
are-
more than a third off.
It's a little bit more than a third off. And again, I really don't want to turn this into CNBC or we're analyzing dollars and
Right.
cents or whatever. But to put it in perspective, you're getting a remark for third off.
Yep, a hand-drawn remark, and it comes with the certificate of authenticity from Dynamite Entertainment. We do not number the certificates on the remarks because they are all hand-drawn original pieces of art. And look, let me give you some information on this. No, not $59.99, just $59. Odinson's desperate search to regain his worthiness has taken him out into the cosmos, where he's learned of the existence of a mysterious other. I never could say. I always say Mulger.
Mjolnir.
Bueller. Mjolnir. The weapon of unimaginable power, a relic from a dead universe, is the key to Odinson's redemption. But some of the greatest villains of the Marvel universe are now anxious to get their hands on it as well. Can the Odinson reclaim his honor, or will the power of thunder be wielded for evil? The quest for the hammer begins here. All right.
I feel like you're auditioning for Audible.com.
Yeah, right? With an
You can read your comics.
With an Italian accent. So here you go. So this is the Wilfredo price of the night, $59. And what year is this from? I'm trying to remember.
Do we have it on
2017. So Unworthy Thor came out in 2017. So, the funny thing is with Stray Dogs right now, have you seen that the blank cover to Stray Dogs is going up in price?
Yeah.
Blank covers are
It's
going to
a
start
blank
going
cover,
up in
yeah.
price. So,
Well, I think people
hand-drawn.
are realizing, just like with anything else, right? Things that
we're getting the private chat of Nick, break time. So we
Okay.
are going to go to break because the man, the myth, the legend, Jerry, the person in charge, says it's break time. And we will be back in 3 minutes with a new item.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you. Big news is on the way. 2 brand new sales shows and 2 classic shows are returning to the experience this week. Sign up for our mailing list to learn more.
suggest happy.
Man, you gotta love looking at old videos of yourself when you were half the man you are today. Speaking of multiple men, and there is going to be a little bit of a spoiler if you haven't watched it, but Loki.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Loki, this is a time for you to mute the laptop, run get a sandwich, and come on back in like 3 minutes.
Man, that show is fantastic.
That show, Marvel's just in the groove, right? There's like this sweet spot,
right.
And they found that sweet spot for shows. Yeah, there's always going to be people.
They're all different.
They're all different. There's always going to be someone on the internet that doesn't like something. That's why they created the internet. For the most people, we had Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
And for a guy like me, Bloody Story, I loved it. It was kind of wrapping up
There's
the whole...
one thing that made that great for me. Baron Zemo.
Oh, but
every scene he was in.
It's a masterpiece.
Turkish Delights. They're great.
They're great.
Try one.
One of my favorite days on Twitter ever was that debuted on Wednesday, and almost immediately they hashtagged release the Zemo cut, and Marvel had put together like a 3-minute video clip where it was just on a loop of Zemo doing his
it was hysterical.
Dancing. He did a great job. The actor does a great job there. The character's written well. I'm hoping we see him in something else.
Only one episode left. Yeah, only one episode left. Dan can count. You gotta love it.
I know people are upset. They're wondering why there's only 6 episodes of Loki.
Perfect.
I don't know why there's only 6 episodes of Loki. It might have something to do with Tom Hiddleston is super popular. He's super in demand. It's the same reason why we're not on Doctor Strange 5.
It might also be that this is the story and why expand it and give people less satisfaction, you know?
Well, we're supposed to sort of...
Which we're talking about because of Thor, obviously.
You know, to a certain extent, Loki's dead.
Right.
And you're kind of seeing what happened from when he died to now.
Right.
But he's dead. So I know people are like, oh, I can't wait for season 3. And I'm like, slow down. You're getting 6
but
episodes.
He's not dead yet.
And enjoy those 6 episodes.
Yeah.
If you've watched it this past week, chances are you've probably seen this anyway. If you're anywhere on the internet, there's multiple Lokis.
Yeah.
We've got these great Stephen. I think the actor's name is Stephen Grant. Did a great job of, we'll say, Marvel 616 Loki, as drawn by Jack Kirby.
Right.
That guy, just the costume they got right, everything he sort of, nailed.
Little Loki.
You had Child Loki, which I enjoyed.
Alligator Loki's the best.
Alligator Loki. We need a T-shirt for.
Yeah. I love alligators.
Loki.
No, just I love alligators.
Well, I want to get like an Izod shirt and then see if maybe I can just put like little horns on the alligator.
Do we have anything else with do we have any? Oh, Black Widow. All right. Black Widow special. What do I want to do here? What do we got this one
Not
at?
$10. You're not going to do that. No, that's not going to happen. Rudolph, stop shaking your head.
Oh, these actually are numbered because these are the APs. So we have right here New Avengers, Captain America, Hawkeye, and Black Widow, remarked by Adam Cleveland. Now, usually what we do, Richard Grant, Stephen Grant's the writer. And Dan is right. 6 episodes is pretty much the length of time of a Marvel Comics Universe movie.
Yeah.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Dan.
That's spot on there.
Yeah, that is awesome. Kid Loki equals another member of the Young Avengers, which may be happening sooner than we think. So we're going to do something.
We got Runaways.
Yep.
We had Runaways from Hulu. Now I guess Disney, I don't know if Disney owns part of Hulu or some of Hulu or whatever, but my guess is you're probably going to be seeing more Disney content on Hulu.
All right. So these are APs. They are the artist proof. And we did something here that we hardly do. We bought these back from the artist. I believe we sell the APs for $129.
That would be the price.
Is it?
$129.
Wow, I got it right.
So if you send that to us right now, we're good. On to the next book.
So we have 4 of these. And this is what we're going to do. Only one person can have number 1. So look up the year Black Widow first appeared.
Wow.
I'm going to say it's like 66.
I was going to say I'm pretty sure.
If you buy number one AP, the hardest to get one, this will be $100. We will give you $29.99 off. So if you buy number one, you will get $100, and this is numbered AP because these are the artist proof. Okay, one artist proof.
Wow, 1964. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Black Widow appears. The first appearance of Black Widow is Tales of Suspense 52 in April of 64.
So check it out. You get these are all hand drawn. You get Captain America, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. So what we're going to do in honor of the Black Widow movie, these are $129.99. If you buy number one, it's $100. It's the rarest one, the most important one. You have the best of the best. If you want to buy number two, number three, or number four, you said 64?
Yeah.
We're going to do them for 64. Now, keep in mind, you're getting 3 characters here. You're getting all 3 characters on the book. So it's a really beautiful sketch.
Let me tell you right now, real quick. If you do an artist commission and you tell them you want 3 characters, it's going to be more than $64.
Yeah.
If it's anyone at Adam's level,
yeah,
it is going to be more than $64. This is one of these things where I'm like, oh, you might find it more expensive. No, I'm definitively telling you, if you call Adam or any artist at this level and say, I want a commission with 3 characters, it is more than $64.
And we are doing it at $64 because it is opening weekend and because you allow us to come into your home on a Saturday night, and we greatly appreciate it. So if you have the ability to get it, I would buy number one just because it is the rarest one. It is number one artist proof, and you're still getting a $29.99 savings. But if you're a little bit more budgeted and you'd like to buy one for $64, we have 2, 3, and 4 all artist proof. Now, what we're going to do is usually what I will do is say that we will only allow this during the 2-hour broadcast. But I've had a few fans that are saying, it's Saturday, can't make it, watching it later, and it really, really stinks that I can't take advantage of it. And when you think about it, it's like, yeah, they're still taking their time out to watch the show.
That's what I was going to say. I've had people tell me that they watch the show later, and then they wind up having to go to the website because obviously, and they'll do it. And I'm like, well, you're still taking your time out of your day. You're going to the site.
Exactly. So we're going to keep the prices that we said unless they sell. Obviously, if you are watching this later, at any point later, and they've sold, then there's not much we can do. But if you are watching it now or later and it's still available, we will keep those prices for you. And again, Black Widow movie, want to show the certificate of authenticity and just show how great it is.
These really are. If you've ever seen the thing where they're like find 5 differences and it's 2 pictures that on the surface look identical, but then when you take a second and look at it, you see little differences. When somebody does a Remark cover like this, 5 of them, there's subtle differences. Cap has different expressions. Hawkeye, different angles of his head. Black Widow, different postures. It really is a super neat. I think that Remarks are going to kind of have their time in the sun now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, original art's here, right? Nobody doubts that, they're sort of
but Remarks are affordable.
I think Remarks are almost like, and not to get too esoteric here, but here's the sun. Everybody wants original art, right? The moon reflects some of the sun's light, and I think Remarks are kind of the moon where they're reflecting some of that original art light. People are looking at it and they're going, oh, this is great. Right. Maybe they don't have the time or inclination to do a commission. And if they spend the commission money, the artist needs to know things.
Right.
You want to see Cap punching a Nazi in the face. Do you want to, you know what I mean? And you have to really give it some thought. Here it's literally, it's done. And it's original art, 3 characters. That's easily $150 commission.
Yeah.
to an artist at Adams level.
And by the way, Dan brought up that Disney's the majority owner of Hulu because we were talking about the Runaways.
Oh,
and
thanks.
Actually, I think Disney now owns all of Hulu. I think they bought out NBC, Universal, and I think they bought out Warner.
Fox part of that?
Well, Fox was part of it.
Oh,
and once they acquired Fox, they acquired that third.
Yeah,
Because Hulu was 1/3 Disney, 1/3 Fox, 1/3 NBC Universal, 10% Time Warner. So I think NBC Universal sold their 30%.
Was kind of like that weird kind of, is the Griffin. It's a little bit of everything in there. But, but Hulu did MODOK, and I think that was almost sort of the tip-off that you'll see more stuff.
Right.
I read somewhere that Disney is considering doing, like, they've talked about a Descendants series. They've done 3 movies on Disney Plus. And now I think they're talking about maybe some kind of animated series or something, and that's something they'll probably put on Hulu.
Did you see the trailer for What If?
I must have watched that about 8 times.
It's kind of heart-tearing, with Chadwick Boseman.
When you hear his voice, it's kind of like a little, all right, I got to take a second here. I'm not quite prepared to. People who know me know I kind of watch the MCU in cycles, right?
Right.
I start at the beginning by the time I get to the Black Panther, the first time I got to Black Panther after Chadwick had passed, I was not prepared for that. I was like, oh.
None of us were.
I'm sorry, not Black Panther. The first time he appears is in, is it Winter Soldier? I think it's in Winter Soldier.
Okay.
And I'm just not prepared for that. You see him, you hear his voice, and you're like, oh boy, wow, and then it hits you all over again.
Yeah.
I'm sure when they get to Agents of Wakanda, that they'll handle that. And everyone's like, well, what do you think? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know how you handle. There hasn't been a lot of situations like this. Characters in comics die all the time. The MCU is still relatively new. We're talking like 12-ish years, maybe? 13 years.
2008 with Iron Man.
So to have characters, especially that age, I mean, I hate to say it, but if there was a character in an MCU movie that was in their 80s, you would be sad, but you wouldn't be shocked. Like, I can't believe that happened.
Right.
When a guy is, I think he's very early 40s, and he's
44,
fit,
I think.
And
43,
40, and he's here and gone.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's a little bit tough to take.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was, and we're frozen every once in a while. I don't know what is going on, but frozen in time like Captain America.
I was going to say frozen in time like Captain America.
So, speaking of. Should we go?
Speaking for me, if you guys decide to buy this, tell Nick that you want number 2 because Cap has got this awesome sort of Jimmy Stewart face here. Everybody under 40 is like, who's Jimmy Stewart? But Cap has a great face here. Sometimes Cap, I'd rather see Cap smiling and determined.
You know what I hate?
What?
I'm going to just say this right now. I hate it when you tell people that don't text me what you want while I'm live on the air. And they text me what they want because for some reason they don't want to just post it. But I will say, for better or worse, number 1 is sold. So all that's left is 2, 3, 4, or 5. So unfortunately, number 1 AP is out of here. So it's like, why are you texting me? You're watching it. I'm a little embarrassed to put it in the. Nobody can see who you are. Yeah, I know.
Whoever is embarrassed, let me be clear.
I should actually not sell it.
I'm sorry.
Not sell it.
I'm here live on the air handing.
But my CPA wants me to make up for those $10 giveaways.
I know. I'm here handing Nick cash money for books. As he's on the air, I'm taking it from his hand live. So if I'm not embarrassed to do that, there's no reason why somebody shouldn't be embarrassed in the comments to say, claim I want this book sold.
That guy didn't give Dan my freaking phone number. I could see Dan blowing up my phone. So he'll be ribbing me live on the air and then ribbing me on my phone.
Middle finger emojis. Wow, he's got a lot of them on there.
I'm number 1 to Dan in a lot of different languages. Secret Warriors number 7. God of Fear, God of War. Jonathan Hickman. Alessandro Vitti art. So Barrett Strucker and Norman Osborn team up to drive out the Marvel Universe's ultimate covert super team. It's wall-to-wall insanity as the Dark Avengers and the Thunderbolts go after the Secret Warriors. It's time for Ares to get his son back. So this is signed by Jonathan Hickman. We only have one available. This is the only one we have available. This is number 5 out of 40. We only had 40 signed. This is number 5. Signed right here, numbered right there. You could see it right with the S. The signatures below the 7. Number on the certificate will match the number on the comic. This is number 5 out of 40. So
number 7, is Kyle going to come bombing in with his?
This is number 5 out of 40.
Oh, okay. When you said number, I was like,
Issue 7 is this issue.
Oh, okay. It's issue 7.
So, Adam, how are you, sir? You missed some really cool stuff, but glad to have you here.
We got more cool stuff. That's why I love this show.
We have a lot more cool stuff. So, Jonathan Hickman, can you look up how much this is, my friend? Because you know me, I've got the mind of a steel trap.
I think that the MSRP
shut.
here is $69.99.
So $69.99. Yeah. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do this for $40. So $40 for the Secret Warriors number 7 signed by Jonathan Hickman. Now, just to remind everybody, these days you can only get Jonathan Hickman's signature until shows really ramp up.
Yeah,
you're going to get it using a handler, and so it will cost you $20 to $25 for the signature, plus the fee for a handler, plus shipping the book to the handler and back.
And that's all on you. People don't realize this. That, not to cut you off, but people don't realize this. When you decide when you get a book signed by, I don't care who your favorite creator is. They're all great. But I'm going to send it to the handler, and that's all you. The shipping and handling back and forth, packing it back and forth. The handler literally gives it to the creator, and the creator signs it. And that's the extent of this. So a lot of this is on you. Here, all this heavy lifting is done.
It is.
It is signed. You type in claim. Jerry will get you a link, fill it out, a little bit of clickety-click, and this thing is on its way.
Exactly. So there's only one copy, and it is number 5 out of 40. So you are getting this at $40 delivered to your door. I mean, obviously, you have to pay our shipping and handling. But you are getting this now. You don't have to mail it in. You don't have to wait. You don't have to go through the entire rigmarole.
Yeah.
It is, you order it, you pay for it, and it is shipped to you. So, and look, I can't speak highly enough of Jonathan Hickman. He is one of the smartest writers this industry has and has ever had and potentially ever will have. The stories that he's put into the Marvel Universe, the Avengers, Fantastic Four, now the X-Men, they are incredibly well done. They are incredible stories. So
he had the same effect on the 616 universe.
Yeah.
That Brian Michael Bendis did in the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah.
Like he moved from book to book, and he kind of had the same sort of vibe. I mean, I'm not trying to say he's telling the same stories. He's not, but he has the same kind of vibe. Like, this is how I see these things, right? Hickman has this total vision of the Marvel Universe, and he moves from the X-Men to the Fantastic Four to the Avengers, and you can kind of follow that progression. And it's just, it's neat. It's there. I'm too lazy to curate books this way, but I totally appreciate and respect the people that say, I'm reading the Hickman run on something, and they'll go and they sort of grab the copies that he did.
Let's talk about something we haven't talked about this hour, because I think this is really important. Regardless of whether or not you buy anything on the show, please go to your local comic store. Please check out the 800 Comic Shop Locator Service. Please support your local retailer, because if you think that, oh man, Secret Warriors, this sounds really cool, I need to go pick up. Nick said this is part 1 of 4. I should read 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go to your LCS. See if they have it. See if they have the trade paperback. See what else they have, because Jonathan Hickman has written so many watershed great books. You should check it out. or pick up Donnie Cates' store. Wilfredo bought the CGC graded and got a sweet, sweet deal, but pick up the trade paperbacks at your local retailer.
And if the your LCS is like your ground zero, right? If they don't have it, they can get it for you.
Right.
Call them, say, hey, look, I watched this on the experience. Do you have this? Can you get this? They are just waiting to help you. That's what they're there for. That's exactly what they're there for. They're here to help.
Even when we talk about Last House on the Lake, again, I've said this before, James Tynion is one of the smartest and best writers in the industry. Even if you don't buy these first prints from us, even if you just say, you know what, I'm going to try this book. Let me ask my retailer if he has a first print left, or let me ask my retailer for any printing that's available. Let me get volume. Let me get number 1. Let me get number 2. Let me read these. This is one of the best books you'll ever read, hands down. All right. We have, just real quick, the regular cover. Even though this is going for up to $20, we're selling it for $4 cover price. There's been rumors for a while that Marvel Studios is reporting developing Secret Wars project. Yeah, and I think it's getting closer and closer every day. We will see, right, Dan? Last House on the Lake number 1B cover, we're charging $10 each, and the 1 in 25 cover, we're charging $50. Now, these are going for somewhat more money in some instances, and we are doing it at these prices because we want you to get them. I'm going to show the 1A cover because, again, what I am asking you to do is, if you haven't bought this yet, and you don't have to buy it here, but if you have not bought this yet and we're enticing you to buy this, ask your local retailer if they will get it for you. This is a great book. This is a fantastic read. And I will say one more thing. If your local retailer doesn't carry it and they need to order it, or if it's unavailable, buy the digital edition, read it, and then buy number 2 and up from your local retailer. We need to support our local retailers. None of this is possible without them. And we need to grow the industry one comic at a time.
And that's where you're going to grow it from. You're going to grow it from people are going to go to the local comic book store, and they, it's one of those things too. People who haven't been in a while, and I get it, right? Things are a little bit different than they used to be after the pandemic. Everybody kind of likes to do everything online now or whatever. I totally get that. But while you can, when you can, this is a great opportunity to be as safe as you can, wear a mask, whatever is.
I'm getting the break time. So we're going to go to a break. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Running away, it's the living top. Running away, it's the living top.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today. Big news is on the way. 2 brand new sales shows and 2 classic shows are returning to the experience this week. Sign up for our mailing list to learn more.
Today's comics market is ripe with new titles by creators who are determined to get their books into your hands. My name is Henri Compen. For the last decade, I've been making and selling my own creator-owned comics and dealing as a collector in live sales. My signature series, Yi Sun Shin, is the book that cannot be defeated in battle and has over 250,000 copies in print. Now I'm taking comics to the next level and laying the groundwork for my fellow creators to get their voices heard so they can connect directly with you. This is your chance to engage live with top comic book talent and get your comics signed without having to wait in long lines or pay any fees. But remember, we only have a limited amount of their books in stock, so always remember to call it as you see it.
Wore shoulder pads. I had broad shoulders back then. Now gravity has taken it all down.
You look like a co-host of Sports Center from the 90s.
Oh, it looked that good, huh?
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Hey, Dan Barry just said, Nice House on the Lake is a great read. Second issue is terrific also. So go to your local comic store. We do have first prints here for $4 of cover A, cover B, $10. and the 1 in 25 for $50. You can order here, or you can go to your local comic store. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that we only have 2 shows left on Saturdays, this one and July 17th. Yes, Dan Barry, 30 years and 60 pounds ago.
Wow.
More like 30 years and 90 pounds ago.
Yikes.
30 years and 90 pounds ago. So you do not win a prize for that. Should have went a little higher.
Bring
Put that
back
goal
the shoulder
higher.
pads.
Can I bring it from my stomach up? I mean, like, can I take some here and put it up here?
At my size stomach, I'd need to look like from the Talking Heads. I'd need my suit to be like this big.
So today and next Saturday, the 17th, will be our final Saturday show. All right. We have Christmas in July.
Then you'll get us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right?
And then we are, starting this Monday. Matter of fact, this Monday we have near mint condition Omar on the air with us.
Oh, wow.
And then next Saturday, we have Stephen Small, Mr. Gem Mint himself. So we better have some perfect 10 pricing.
I was going to
We get to write a memo. We get to write a memo.
Well,
we
you
get to
see
write,
what happened was.
we get to write our own memo. Look, listen, HR, because we're going to talk to HR first. Accounting is being unreasonable.
People like free stuff.
People like great discounts. So
They do. I don't,
we need perfect 10s.
Here's the deal. People have a
Oh,
budget for
I should
this
bring a
stuff.
Batman Damned 10.0. I've got a Batman Damned 10.0. I think we'll be bringing that next Saturday for Gem Mint. We got to have a 10.0. We actually have to have something great at 10.0.
Well, it's always a balance. People have a budget for this stuff, right? But they always want more.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity for you to get more. All the time I see people like, oh, you know what?
By the way, Dan said he was being kind when he said 60 pounds. That's a first, Dan being kind.
Yikes. And I think the Dan price is going to go the other way.
Yeah, right?
Hi, we normally ask $69.99, but for Dan, it's $89.99.
No. $129.99. You got to put the 60 for the 60 pounds.
Oh, the 60 pounds. Just plus 60 on every book.
So anyway, you were saying about local comic stores and bringing everything with a special price.
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes their special price. I would love if more people went to their local comic book store. Not to bring the show down, but if you talk to these guys, they're not as busy as they'd like to be, right?
Right.
You had the pandemic. Well, now we're sort of working our way out of that. There's no reason why people, I still don't feel comfortable. Put your mask on and go into the store.
Yeah.
Right? Make the effort, because if those stores aren't there, every comic fan I talk to, and it's a lot, decades worth of people I've met, talked to comics, shows, whatever.
That's because you and I are old.
Who are old. Everybody's got the same sort of set of memories. It's a newsstand, it's a spinner rack, and then from wherever you got your comics, you migrate to the local comic book store. By the 80s, people are going to, comic book stores are opening in malls. They're opening here and there. You know what I mean? Comic stores are popping up at flea markets.
Yeah.
One of the things people forget about, a lot of South Jersey flea markets back in the day, you would get the pop-up comic book store.
Yeah.
And you would go in and the guy would have all these great books.
Sell.
And then at the end of the day, everything would get pulled down and taken out. Those memories are where you discovered the characters you loved, where you met friends, where you really developed an attachment. Without an LCS, there's almost an element of comic collecting that's missing. So I tell people that should be your first go-to. Yeah, I know you can go to the internet, and I'm certainly not telling people not to do that. Go to the internet and still go to your local comic book shop's website. They have everything there. You can email them, leave them messages. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. A lot of times they can even help you with real generic questions. Like, I'm trying to remember, it was an Iron Man villain from like when I was a kid, and he had like a laser in his head. And chances are the guy at LCS is going to be like, that's the unicorn. He's in these issues. He'll go fish in the back and see what he has. And
I mean, I know we all have Key Collector app, but even Key Collector app, and it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong; it is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's not it's a different experience being with your local retailer and actually telling him about some of the stuff. You know, some of the retailers are overwhelmed with work. So if you can support them, if you can go to your local store and support them and spend whatever you can afford, whether it's new books, back issues, you're helping the industry. I mean, considering where the world went, we have one of the most resilient retailers in the around, period. And we just want you to support them. So
one of the biggest questions I get is people will ask, how real is Comic Book Men? Right? Great show. Everybody loves it. I've been to JC Silent Bob Secret Stash a bunch of times. But I will say this, though. Yeah, sure. Obviously, a lot of it is put together for a show, and they freely admit that. However, the vibe you see when somebody runs into their store, now I'm not talking about when they're celebrities or JR Jr. rolls in to do a sketch. I mean, obviously, that's for show. But those kind of encounters where someone's at the desk, usually it's Walt, is at the desk, and someone comes in off the street. They're looking to buy a book for themselves. They're looking to buy a book for a friend, a parent, a spouse, a significant other, whatever. That's the kind of like essence. Comics aren't meant to be enjoyed in a vacuum.
Right.
They're meant to be enjoyed with your friends.
Right.
And I think partly as we get into this more digital age, and a little bit more partly after the pandemic, too many people are enjoying this medium in a vacuum.
Right.
And you absolutely should not be doing this in an isolation chamber. Everybody who's been to cons, everybody who's been to shows know there's nothing like, or if you go to a store, there's nothing like New Comic Book Day. People kind of sitting around. You, depending on your comic book store, you'll look outside and someone's sitting in their car. They didn't even wait to get home to read the books.
Yeah.
And I think you can't simulate that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Thomas said, I'm morbidly curious what the slab is. Thomas, it is sold, but it is Thor #6 second print. And all the glare is pretty bad. But this is a second print, 9.8. And I guess morbid and slabs go together.
I was going to say, is that like a
beautiful wraparound cover by Nick Klein?
That's a great wraparound.
Our buddy Wilfredo picked it up, and that was the only one we had available tonight.
That's a flat out hands down. That's the nicest copy I've seen of that anywhere.
Nice 9.8.
9.8. I mean, you know.
Welcome, by the way, Thomas. Pleasure to have you here. We're just, we're just chatting a little bit about supporting your local retailer, which is really important to us. Obviously, we would love to sell you some items, but the local retailer is first and foremost. But I tell you what, speaking of which, since it is Loki week, and since we, as Kai would always tell me, we have to do the job, we'll talk a little bit about what we have for sale tonight. Now, we had these two bad boys, Boba Fett and Greedo. Thank you. What a name, Greedo. So perfect. Those have sold, but we still have, and since I often have a hard time seeing,
Darth Vader.
Yep.
Ahsoka Tano. And I never remember the guard.
The Gamorrean. Gamorrean guard. So these are $89.99. Don't worry about it, Wilfredo. Oh, good. These are $89.99, but tonight they are $44 each. So we've had those. I
just want to say this real quick. Not only is the shading on this Darth Vader just perfect, but this might be the best Ahsoka Tano I've seen. And I've seen a lot of these very popular character with my nieces, very popular character with my goddaughter. I have friends on the internet that this is like their major character. The play of light here, the shading, the line work. This is probably, if you wanted a commission of Ahsoka Tano, I don't know if you would get one that looks this good.
Not if you were doing it at a convention.
Not if you're doing it at a con or through a handler. That's $44.
Yeah, it's less than half off.
It's more than half. It's more than half off. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is your moment.
We do have a Secret Warriors left. This is the last one, number 5 out of 40, signed by Jonathan Hickman. one of the best writers in the industry. This was $40, and we had Thor the Unworthy. We did this at the Wolfredo price. This is $89.99, but
Wolfredo has his own pricing now.
we have the Wolfredo price of $59. This is $89.99, and it's $59. Wolfredo, I'm doing the rundown right now, my friend. So, and we also had, you did miss one thing, Wolfredo. We have the AP editions of Avengers, the Heroic Age, the new Avengers. I claimed the Star Wars sketch cover of Ahsoka Tano for $44. You got it, Ronald. So we are down to only 2 left.
Ronald, I'm going to be honest with you. That book would not have been here. I'm glad somebody bought it, but if we went off the air, that book was not going to be here next week.
Right?
That is just a beautiful rendering of that character.
So these are New Avengers Heroic Age remarks with Captain America, Hawkeye, and Black Widow. And in honor of Black Widow, these are $129.99 each. We had number 1 at $100 and number 2, 3, and 4. These are actually artist proofs. These are rarely numbered. But because we bought these back from the artist, you'll see it says 4 out of 5 there. And then the artist proof for this one, for example, it'll say 3 out of 5. And then it'll say 3 AP there. So we bought the artist proof. These are normally $129.99. And these are available tonight for $64. So we sold number 1. And we sold I think that's all we sold was number 1.
I think we just sold number 1.
So we have 2 and 3 left. So these are $64. I'll take the other 2 sketches, Johnny Day. We have a clean sweep on Star Wars.
Hold on.
Sold out. Star Wars is completely sold out. We sold 4 of them last night to Ronald. We sold 3 today. We sold 4 to Ronald last night. We sold 1 to Ronald today, 2 to Wilfredo today, and we sold 1 to Kyle. So we are sold out of Star Wars. Great job, everyone. I think you should be really proud. You've gotten some fantastic deals between last night and today.
Yeah. And that's the whole reason that this exists. I mean, yeah, obviously we want to sell people books,
right.
But kind of getting those books into people's hands at a discounted price is.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 5 for 5. So we sold
$5 for 5 books right now.
I get to choose the books.
You get to.
So we sold number 1 at $100. We have 2, 3, and 4 left. Because Ronald came back, because Wilfredo came back, someone out, whoever wants to jump on these, you're getting 3 characters on the cover. We're going to do this for $50. Wow. If you want number 2, number 3, or number 4, you can get it for $50 tonight only. And obviously, the one thing I said is if people are watching this later, if the books are still available. So, but check out the hand-drawn. They are all very similar. The artist kept them very similar because he was working on one set design. These are normally $129.99 because you're getting 3 characters. You're getting a torso plus shot up. I'll take the other 2 Star Wars sketches. Oh, right. Okay, that's old, right?
Yeah, that's old.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like it just popped up. So we're going to do these at $50 each. Normally $129.99. Again, 1A is sold out. So we are going to put it away now.
And not to belabor the point, but I think it bears repeating. If you reach out to an artist at Adam's level and you ask for a 3-character commission, you are going to be paying significantly more.
Right.
Than $50. And we've talked about all the sort of
you're paying $16 and change per character, which is less than what I paid, I think. But you know what? Rudolph said,
Rudolph.
I asked Rudolph, do I give a bigger discount?
Yes.
And he said yes. Of course, I think the fix is in because the way Rudolph works is light makes him shake his head yes.
Yeah.
So, but under the Christmas tree we go. The last 3 for $50 each. We actually sold number 5 previous to this, I think.
Yeah.
So previous to going on the air. So I'll take number 2 for $50. Johnny Day, you got it. Number 2 for $50.
Hey, Johnny came on the board real quick. He decided to take the Star Wars sketches. He decided to.
So we have number 3 and number 4 left. So 3 characters, $50. MSRP $129.99. You can have number 3 or number 4.
I almost feel like
$50.
Ronald has watched enough of this show now and has sensed enough that if he didn't buy it, like he knew it wouldn't have been available.
Yeah.
Yet. Because I'm kind of looking at it and I'm waiting. I give everybody the full 2 hours. Like, well, you know what? You guys have had 2 hours. I've got money in my car. I'm super glad that somebody picked that up, though. That is just a beautiful.
It is. It's, I don't want to oversell it, but it is an incredible price.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's overselling it at all, especially this. I mean, $50 for.
We're going to move on to Dan Barry's friend. I mean, close acquaintance. I talked to him once.
Oh, man.
Multiversity, Captain Carrot. This issue is great. This is the ultimate Earth of the known multiverse, and this had everything from the Vampire League of Earth 43, Justice Riders of Earth 18. It's complete adventures. This is such a cool sketch by.
If you were a reader of Elseworlds in the 90s,
yeah,
I'll tell people this right now, and you miss those characters, they are in here. They're in Multiversity. Even if you don't pick this up, I cannot recommend enough people go find Multiversity
at your local
comic store. It is a great story.
Yeah. This is $89.99. We're going to do it for $50 tonight. We're having fun doing the remarks at $50. One thing that you did miss, we have a Deadpool and Spider-Man remark.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, Ronald, just came back from my first Comic-Con in 2 years, and I purchased a load of those loose page commissions and sketch covers.
Nice.
Awesome. Wilfredo, which are you buying? Oh, Captain Carrot. Captain Carrot done with Wilfredo. All right. I need to put it with Wilfredo.
I'll tell you right now, that's the best Captain Carrot has ever looked, and I'm not busting on the character at all, but
it is cool.
It is really cool. Candace did an amazing job there.
So we decided that we were going to do these at $62 each, Zombie Spider-Man or Zombie Deadpool. They're $89.99 each. Or if someone, I'm going to do, should I go back to William Shatner?
Sure.
These are $89.99 each. But if you buy both before anyone buys one, we will do the pair for $100.
Wow.
So you can have Deadpool, you can have Marvel Zombie Deadpool and Marvel Zombie Spider-Man for $100 for the pair, or you can take your favorite one for $62. No, we said $61, right? 1961. Did we do 62 for Spider-Man or 61 for Marvel? Let's just do 61 for Marvel.
Let's do 61 for Marvel.
We'll keep it at $61 each for Marvel, or you can buy both for $100. And
and these are nice looking.
They are.
I mean, they are. This is the kind of thing where if you're a collector, these are the kind of things you want, because let's be honest, we're all collectors, right? And we all have that moment where you're showing somebody else what you've got. I don't care if you're doing it online. I don't care if you're doing it at a con. That's a book that you want.
Now we have Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales Spider-Man. Again, $89.99. And we're going to keep the $50 price point going. So $50 if you want Champions #1. And Champions is heating up. And we think it's because of Kamala Khan.
I think there's that. And I also think there's a persistent rumor that now, as we mentioned earlier in the show, Disney has assumed direct control of Hulu, I guess.
Right.
And Champions is the type of thing you could is much more appropriate for Hulu.
Wilfredo, yes. Captain Carrot was $50.
Yes, it was.
And Johnny Day picks up Champions #1. Sold. But let's finish what we were saying.
No, we were just saying that this is the kind of thing that is more appropriate. Hulu seems to kind of be where the younger characters are going to go.
Yeah.
Runaways is there first. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure when we get to Young Avengers, it's going to be on Hulu.
Yeah.
It makes sense. And I think Champions
If
is another
Legion
book
hadn't
where-
have been on FX, I think it would have won on Hulu. If
would've-
Legion would have happened to be after the Fox acquisition by Disney. So what's Dan Barrett? Here are the Voyages of Dynamic Forces, the 29-year mission.
Yikes!
Oh, man. Hey, Ronald, I got to tell you, though, man, post some of the loose pages you got, because we would love to see them. See if you can post them on our Facebook page or tag our Instagram. We would love to see what you picked up. And by the way, everybody, if you want, when you get your cool collectibles, take photos of yourself with them, tag us on Instagram, let us hit like for you, tag us on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Let us share all the goodies that you get.
Would you like a photo of me holding one of your books, sir?
That's up to you. You got to do it, man. That's up to you. That's not up to me. So
We're trying to attract people. I'm going to say that's probably a no.
all right, we're going to do a little bit of Elvira. We had a huge push from Cassandra. She is one of the sweetest people in the world. You would never, to know her, to talk to her, you would never, ever, ever think that she is this huge star that she is. She is so sweet, so down to earth. Ronald, you don't have any social, but I can send your email address if you like. Sure, man. Jerry, put my email address up there, nick.barucci@dynamite.com. I'm going to a convention soon, the one that Torpedo Comics is putting on. Oh, cool, Dan. You're going to go spend the money there that you never spend here. Love it. Congratulations.
I know. Torpedo is like, we'll fly you out because you haven't spent a dime.
So we have 3 copies each of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark #1, the first issue from Dynamite Entertainment, our books. These are both signed by Cassandra. We have 3 of each. They are $75 each. If anyone were to buy a pair, we will do the pair for $100. So $75 each, both for $100. Do they sell anything that I can hang my slabs on my Game Cave wall? Are you talking about Torpedo Con? Torpedo Con is a convention.
He missed the Thor.
Oh, if I get that, another $62 and you will. Now I got to look.
Oh, boy.
I want to get that $62 out of Dan. Now I'll have to really look, see if we have one that fell through the cracks.
This story is $62 and 60 pounds. How's this going to turn out?
I want a picture of Dan getting it. Do they sell anything that I can? Comic books. I don't know that Torpedo. See, it's a convention mostly of writers and artists, so I think it's a lot of original art being sold.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think there's like a lot of slab type stuff. I think it's more like
original art,
signed scripts, maybe.
Yeah. Ronald, do you have a better feel than I do? I think it's a few writers, but mostly artists. So, but if you like comic books, you've got Elvira #1 here, signed by Cassandra Peterson, photo cover, Joseph Michael Linsner cover. As I said, these are $75 each, or if you buy both, we are going to do these at $100. We have not shown the spectral board yet, my friend. We will be showing the spectral board when we come back from the break. We will see everybody back in 2 minutes.
It is in my hand. This thing's too cool.
Big news is on the way. 2 brand new sales shows and 2 classic shows are returning to the experience this week. Sign up for our mailing list to learn more.
Adam, good to have you back. I'm holding the Elvira's right now. We have Elvira #1, the first Dynamite issue, signed by Cassandra Peterson. We have the Joseph Michael Linsner cover. We have the photo cover. Each are $75, but if you buy both, we're doing $100. I will give you a few-minute recap in a second. But John got so excited.
I know. I'm sorry. I kind of, we were on a break, and this book is just drop dead gorgeous. New Avengers issue 1. I mean, yeah, obviously we're talking about the cover a lot, but the interior of this book, New Brother Voodoo, Deceased Brother Voodoo, the pages in here, the play, the interplay of light pages and dark pages in here.
It's incredible. We are selling the limited editions. We are selling the variant covers. But, the remarks, but the story is the key. Without a great story, it's meaningless.
New Avengers sort of started this idea of we can have tons of different Avengers teams simultaneously.
And real quick, Adam, this is $50. These are APs. These are $129.99. But in commemoration of Black Widow coming out, it's a 5-star movie, so instead of $129.99, we're doing $50.
And I'm sorry,
I only have #3 and #4 left.
I'm sorry I distract the audience from Elvira, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, let me get into this, and I carefully open the holofoil seal. Those of you who watch me regularly know that's not my friend.
We also have Unworthy Thor. That is Unworthy, right? Yep, Unworthy Thor Remark. This is an $89.99 book that we have for $50.
Erica Hesse?
Yep, Erica Hesse. We have Secret Warriors #7, first print, signed by Jonathan Hickman. We are doing this for $40 tonight only. I think it's a $69.99 book. We did sell the Champions Spider-Verse. With everything going on with the Champions, it's not a surprise. We also sold out of every other remark we have, with the exception of Unworthy Thor, 2 of the Avengers Heroic Age, and the Age of Ultron Marvel Zombies We're doing these at $61 each. Normal MSRP $89.99. 61 each. We only have one of each. Or if someone buys both of them, you can have both for an even $100. And these are super cool. I mean, Ken is awesome when it comes to the sketches.
He just, we have other artists doing remarks, and the work is beautiful. This seems to be Ken's thing. I've said this before. One other thing I'll talk about, seeing as how these are essentially original art, they're limited.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them, but we've sold a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you're thinking in your head, oh yeah, eventually I'm going to grab a remark. I know FOMO is a thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't wait too long, because eventually you're going to get to that point where we're going to be like, why haven't you shown remarks in a while? Because we sold them all.
Adam, you know what? What we will do is, we've done this with a few people. We will work with you and do 50% down and 50% within 30 days. We love our customers, and we try our best to work with you. So if there is something that you want, we will work with you at that price. I mean, Wilfredo is one of our best customers, and we've done it on a few items. We did it on the John Romita Sr. signed Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, his file copy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we did it on last month on the John Romita Sr. Lithograph that was signed by Junior, Senior, and Paul Mounts.
I couldn't think
of it. Yeah, if there is something that you really want and you need more time to pay, we'll work with you with a down payment. We want to help everybody.
I wish we had a credit card commercial like the Dynamic Forces card. Don't leave the show without it.
Yeah, right? Ain't that the truth? And thank you, Wilfredo. Wilfredo said true. Yep, we love our customers. We love you guys. We respect and appreciate you, and love the fact that you spend time watching us.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Saturday.
Whether you're watching us right now, Saturday at 6 o'clock, or going on 8 o'clock, or if you're watching us later, you're bringing us into your home, and we really appreciate that. Look, John and I love comics. We really are old guys.
Yeah, we really
I think
are.
I'm older than John.
No, I'm older than you are.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm 56.
Oh, wow.
I've
You
got
look better than I do at 52.
That's the fat that pushes out the wrinkles.
So,
as my wife says, I got like 3-4 hours left at this age, so let's sell some more books.
Right.
Next week there'll be someone much younger here.
No, but we really appreciate you, and all we want to do is talk comics and get you into comic stores. We obviously do want to sell some books, help pay the bills, but if the biggest thing that happens is you go to your local comic retailer,
yep,
that is really important.
I'm happy when I hear that. I get these comments sometimes on social media. People will find me on Twitter or whatever, and they'll be like, yeah, when I watched the show, and I did, I found out there was I didn't think there was an LCS near me.
I actually get that note from retailers who are like, did you send somebody to my store? I'm like, well, I sent somebody to stores.
I've gotten that once or twice where people were like, oh, thanks, I heard you. I'm like, well, we don't generally mention a specific store.
Right.
But we suggest to everyone, there's no store in my area.
But if you have a store that you go to and you want us to give a shout out, we will give a shout out to that store.
Absolutely, yeah.
But 800 Comic Shop locator, very important. All right, we're going to move on because we have spent a good amount of time.
Are we going to do what I've been waiting for all day?
Yes, let's go. Elvira Switchboard.
Man, I have been waiting to talk about this. Look at her. I mean, the game.
Yeah.
Cassandra understands.
This is get your hands on Elvira's unique connection. Check it out. This is a really cool spectral board. We cannot call it a Ouija board. This is a really cool. I got to do this in a way where it's
I was
going to
say, unfortunately, this one's a little
even shinier. There we go. Oh, look, there you go. I figured it out.
Go. Nice.
So this is a $40 spectral board. But for tonight, we're going to do it at $29.99, Christmas in July price. So really cool. If you ever wanted one, and you have the Mistress of the Dark right here. And look at this. Rudolph is saying yes, 25% off is good. So Christmas in July, everyone. This is a hefty thing. Look, this is wider than a lot of things.
Well, this is the board. The box that you're seeing, the box shape is the board.
It is the board.
It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like your dollar store,
And look how it says, look at the top left and top right. It says, yep, nope. So it's a lot of fun. So The standard board is $39.99 MSRP, $29.99 IP price, and then we have the deluxe board, which has the certificate signed by Cassandra. Yep. This one has extra packaging.
Yeah.
This deluxe edition, as you can see, this is $199.99, but we're going to do this at $150 for Christmas in July. So wanted to show the two spectral boards. John's been wanting to show it all day. I mean, we can open it if we want. If anybody wants us to open it, we will. But it's really, really cool. John wants us to open it. No, we're doing $30. Jerry, we're doing $30. I'm really driving Jerry crazy.
Jerry quits. He throws his headphones in the air.
Adam, no worries, man. Anytime you want to tune in. This is our second to last Saturday show. We are now moving to Mondays. We have our show on Monday at 6 o'clock. We have a show on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And we have a show on Friday at 7 o'clock. So we are changing to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday instead of Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. We are doing a show Saturday, July 17th with Jem Mint. He is coming back. He had a great time the first time, and he's coming back. So please feel free. Monday and Wednesday at 6 o'clock, Friday at 7. And this Monday, we are going to have Omar from Near Mint. All right. Wilfredo's off on Mondays. That's trouble for you, Wilfredo.
What a surprise. We moved it to Monday.
Yeah, right? We are East Coast, Adam. So 6 o'clock East Coast, 3 o'clock Pacific time. But, man, listen, just feel free to hang out. Be one of the guys. Ask questions. Talk. We love everybody,
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly not a situation where everybody watching, especially live, is buying. I mean, there are people that are waiting for certain things. And this is one of the things I wanted to mention before we finish up or do anything else. If there's something you really want to see, if there's something, I talk about this with Rex all the time, let us know. Get to us. Find us on social media or leave something down in the comments saying, hey, I'd really like to see, we had Captain Carrot this week.
Yeah.
Maybe someone likes a more, oh boy, do you have anything from Silver Age DC Airwave? Well, Nick will have to go and look.
All right, real quick. We have one copy of this. I want to, because oh, cool. Your Central Time. Awesome, Adam. In that case, stay tuned on Monday when we have Omar from Near Mint Condition. By the way, we talk about this. Some of our shows sometimes have 20 viewers while we're live, and then we'll go to like 60 or 80 viewers. Keep in mind, if you're on Facebook, you will only see the Facebook numbers. If you're on Twitter, you'll only see the Twitter numbers. If you're on YouTube, you'll only see the YouTube numbers. We simulcast on all four and our website, and you don't see the numbers there, but we simulcast on all four of the platforms at once, and the shows are there forever. But if I don't get through all of these cool comics, I usually I do sometimes get mean letters of people saying, why did you not finish it?
I waited for 2 hours for X.
Exactly. So this is Superman Reborn 404, written by Dan Jurgens, art by Doug Menke and Jamie Mendoza. This is a few years old. This is limited to only 15 copies in the world. It's Elite Gold Signature Series, signed by Dan Jurgens. So normally this is $89.99. It's an $89.99 book. And what we're going to do tonight, we only have one copy. We only have number 6 out of 15. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to do this. I got to think of a good price.
No, I can think of a good price.
What's that?
$10.
No, we're not allowed to do that.
I'm not allowed to do that.
I need original Silver Surfer books. You know what? I will work on that. Next week, we have X-Men from the Silver Age coming on the air, and we have some Bronze Fantastic Fours. I will work on Silver Surfer. Wilfredo, you have my email address. You tell me what issues you need and what conditions or price points, and I'll see what I can find for you. And then we'll show everybody that we can bring the books on the air. And so, all right. So this is 69. Oh, $89.99. So $89.99. We could do $75 for Superman 75. But you know what? I'm going to keep it simple because we got to move on. This is $89.99. We're going to do this for $50. Okay. Wow. 5-star book, $50. Dan Jurgens, Elite Gold Signature. There's only 15 of these in the world. That's it. 15.
$50. There's a lot of $50 books this week that are they're steals. There's no other way to put it. These are books that are $80, $90, $100, $120, and you're able to pick these up for $50 each.
Yeah. Adam, I don't know what war corn is, but you let us know and we'll look into it. All right, my friend? Let's see. What have we not shown yet? We have not shown Batman Death of the Family. We have these signed by Pete Tomasi in Joker Purple ink. We have
the Purple Signature Series.
We have 14. Well, hold on. Let me see if this is 14. We have number 9. Sold Superman book to Wilfredo. You got it, Wilfredo.
Nice, Wilfredo.
These are...
It's like a nightmare, right? People are watching this and it's just Joker.
We have number 9, number 15, and number 16. What's the MSRP on these again?
I think we're at $59.99 a piece.
All right, so these are $59.99. But because we're having fun, I'm not allowed to bring these down to $10. But what I can do is I'm going to bring this down to $19.40, which is the year that Joker first appeared in Batman #1. Now, don't tell anyone I'm doing this. If you're watching this, do not tell anyone. Well, actually, wait. Accounting will find out.
They got to bill you. You don't think they're watching the show?
Yeah, right? And they got to bill you. So I guess it doesn't matter. Tell your friends then. Tell your friends. $19.40. These are limited to 40 copies. So you can get number 9 to get single digits, have one of the first 10, or you can get number 15 or 16. So I'll take a Batman for $19.40. What number do you want, Wilfredo? You get to choose between number 9, number 15, and number 16. You let us know. We'll take care of it. All right. So let's see.
We didn't do The Walking Dead, did we?
Let's do, you know what? Back-to-back Walking Dead.
We're going to do back-to-back Walking Dead, I think.
All right.
That's the Governor #1. That's like the Governor's issue.
All right. So this is the Governor issue with all right. Wilfredo gets number 9.
Okay.
So, Walking Dead Governor, this is a remark. Are which sign, Adam? Are the Walking Dead signed or are the Batman signed? The Batmans are signed and the Walking Deads are signed by Ken Hazer, the person who did the sketch. So these are silver remarks, which Ken just rocks out. I mean, he makes sure that the metallic pen doesn't spill over. The Joker is signed, Adam. We have number 15 and number 16 out of 40 left. These are $69.99. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to sell 2 of these. I'm not going to sell all 6. I'm going to sell 2 of these at $19.92 the year Image first burst onto the scene with Youngblood #1. So while there are 6 of them, I'm only going to sell 2 tonight, and it'll be $19.22. And you are getting a remark. And keep in mind, this is a $69.99 book. By the way, Adam, if you're no, I'm doing $19.92. Jerry, sorry to drive you crazy. Wilfredo will take a Walking Dead. Done. So put in Walking Dead Governor Special. Write down Walking Dead Governor Special because we have 2 Walking Dead. So we have the Governor Special. And so I'm only going to sell 1 more at $19.92. Cool, Ronald. Look forward to seeing you. Oh, Wilfredo took both of them. All right, take both and put in Governor Special. All right, so the other one that we have is Walking Dead 150.
It's the Tony Moore variant, though, right?
It is, and it's signed by Stefano Guardino. We have, what's the MSRP on this? We have 1, 2, 3,
$49.99. It looks like.
All right, these are $49.99. Cool. Both Governor Specials are yours. These are $49.99. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm only going to sell 2 of them, and I'm going to sell them for $19.92. So I need to keep these because they do keep selling. So I'm going to sell 2 of these. Walking Dead 150, signed by Stefano, the artist. He draws over Charlie Adler. These are going to be $19.92, and I'm only going to sell 2 of them. So this is the anniversary issue. It's the Tony Moore variant cover. It's a beautiful book. We have 5 of them. We're only going to sell 2. So what we're going to do right now is go to the last item that we have not touched on. Before I do that, well, there's actually 2 items. Before I do that, quick reminder, because this is really important. If there's anything here that you like, even if you didn't buy it, go to your local comic store. Yeah. Please visit them. Give them your patronage.
Give them a chance to find the book, too. If they don't have it in the store at that moment.
And we sold out of the Walking Dead 150. Wilfredo took both of those. Okay. Thank you, Wilfredo.
Thank you, Wilfredo.
We really appreciate it.
Now you know why we moved to Mondays.
So we have Mike Perkins, who is moving to the UK. We have Lois Lane #1 first print. We have number 3 of, how many did we get signed? 50. Number 3 of 50. What's the MSRP on this? $29.99?
I think it's $29.99, yeah.
So we're going to do this for $19.38. That is the year Lois Lane first appeared in Action Comics #1. We only have 1 copy left, and it is number 3 of 50. That is all we have for tonight. I don't know if we have others. We may have a few more. We may not. But only one of them will be 1938 for tonight. This is the year Lois Lane first appeared in Action #1. This is a first print. And as we're saying, Mike Perkins is moving back to the UK. So his signature will be far more difficult. Yeah, can you do the payment deal on that? Yeah, Adam, you could do the payment deal on that Batman book. Sure. If you're that tight, we're going to work with you, man. We are good. And Wilfredo is taking the Lois Lane. And last of the Mohicans, we have...
I almost forgot this was there. And it's terrible to say because Batman's right over my shoulder, and I almost forgot that was sitting there.
We have Detective 3000 3-pack, okay? We have... see. Okay, so what we have here is Detective 1000, Tom King signed. Detective 1000 signed by Tom King. Then we have Detective 1000 Dynamic Forces exclusive cover by Dan Jurgens and Kevin Nolan. And then we have a Detective 1000 that is a reader's copy, and I think this may be the Lee Bermeo cover. The question that I have is, what's the MSRP on this?
I think $139.
Okay, so this is $139 for all 3 of these. Now, the Tom King signed one is, let's see, it is number 10 of 160. So number 10, we finally got to a perfect 10.
We finally got to a perfect 10.
This is number 10 of 160. How much did you say it was?
$139.
$139. All right. This is the Wilfredo special. You know, we're going to do this for $39. This is going to go from $139. I didn't do $10. I can't get in trouble. This is going to go from $139 to $39 for 1939, the year Batman first appeared in Detective Comics. So on so many levels, this is the steal of the night.
It's $100 off. You don't need to be like big on math here. It's $100 off.
Tom King signed, only 160. We have number 10. DF cover by Dan Jurgens. And I think this is a Lee Bermejo cover. And Wilfredo is taking the Detective 1000 for $39.
$39.
All right, so put in Detective 1000, please, Wilfredo, for $39. All right, so we have almost very little left. Well, we have very little left. Keep in mind, everybody, it is July, Christmas in July. On Monday, we have Omar from Uncanny, the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition YouTube coming on at 6 o'clock. Wednesday, John and Rex, because not everybody wants to see me all the time, and I don't blame you. And we'll be here one more time next Saturday. So
Rex and John gives Nick stuff away.
Oh, Warcorns is Garrett Gunn.
Okay.
All right. So what do we have left? We have Nice House on the Lake, first print, regular cover $4. We have the cover B at $10. Mark, thank you so much. And then the 1 in 25 cover is $50. So $64 for all four. Got some sweet vamp from this show. Nice. Thank you, Mark. Cool. And John's favorite of the night.
This is my favorite tonight. I love this thing. I was one of those kids that grew up doing board games in attics and basements and stuff like that, and I absolutely love this.
Hey, Wilfredo's off next Saturday. Awesome. We're picking the right time. You know what? Let's open this one. You know what?
You know what? We have like 3 minutes left.
We have 3 minutes. Okay. We have 3 whole minutes.
Is this what we're doing?
No. We'll open this one. So this is my if John upsets me night. If Nick can only open it. Nick's in trouble if he ever needs it.
Unfortunately, at my size, that blade's a little too thin to get in.
How much shipping just for Nice House? $9, Dan.
$62.
Stop it. Yeah, $60.
It's $60.
The amount you told me I gained. But he was kind.
He was kind. He meant to say 80.
I'm telling you, it's 90.
Yikes.
So what we're going to do is open this. We want you to check it out. This is on sale tonight for $30. And, of course, the most difficult thing to open.
Now you can see it without the glare.
Well, no, forget about that. Let's open it. Let's go all the way. You know, a professional would have had this done already.
It's Christmas morning here
at Team. So check it out. Can't call it a Ouija board, but here you go. Spectral board.
Yep. Nope.
So, and the reason why I opened it is because John likes it so much, I'm giving it to him as a gift.
It's Christmas for me?
It is Christmas for you. Oh, okay. Wickline show. Awesome. Is it hard to become a seller on the experience? We would, we'd work with you, see if you do a test, and we'll take there. Oh, wow. I sold my rental property just waiting on cash. Does this mean you're getting the Captain Marvel Adventures, Wilfredo? We got to pick up that conversation then. Let's you and I discuss it. So it's 8:00, everybody. Thank you for bringing us into your home. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. We look forward to your seeing us on Monday at 8:00 with the Uncanny Omar near mint condition. And we will take it from there. Adam, drop me a line. If you're on Pop Shop Live, we can talk. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.